Upgrade our NOS capsule. Blaze capsule, rather. Mind upgrading you. Thruster's just straight upgrade, right? It's just actively better to have an upgraded one rather than... Not an exciting turn, but a turn. Spreading my bros out from here would be quite useful. Nobody needs to be there except the captain. Gun doesn't even need to be there. It's not really doing anything. Plate would like to be into. This gives me the highest max health I think I can get. Yeah. Be nice to have a button to make the tooltip disappear. Funny, I'd been trying for a while to figure out how to get 10 runs on stream with the Tondurans, and then just casually did it. Off stream mostly. Take it.
Your rebellion ends with me.
Alright, so we're going to take a look at Valorians with Admiral Thorn Sharpshooter. Alright, so our ability is every 7 seconds we gain 4 ammo and 1 radar. Our projectiles gain 20% critical hit lifelink. We have confirmed in the Discord that that means your guns gain lifelink when they crit. 20% of the damage will be converted into health. We'll start with the Admiral, a flight deck, a slug cannon. Sadly, it shoots bullets and not actual slugs. And the strike optimizer, which gives your guns a crit chance and mean that critical hits inflict armor damage that removes plating functionally, cracks, functionally remove plating. And radar increases your accuracy, right? Yeah, 4% accuracy and crit chance, so we want as much radar as we can get. First things first, we need to paint the ship pink. Otherwise, why are you even playing? We want to stack radar and we want to stack weapons in front of the strike optimizer. This pack doesn't really have any of that. It does have a chemist, which speeds up weapons, which is kind of cool, but not super necessary. It has a little extra space, which is good. I don't want to buy the space and re-roll. Okay, this is a little bit better for us. This is a rust wheel. I usually want that one on Tondurans, which we're not here. We could upgrade our slug cannon, which doesn't quite double its effectiveness, but it also doesn't quite double its ammo use. There's also a railgun, which is nice because it consumes energy rather than ammo. And it's pretty easy to get energy production. Like, this isn't going to last us for very long. And by that, I mean, we're going to run out of energy and ammo pretty quick in a fight, but we should also deal enough damage that we nuke our opponents down. I kind of want to buy the Space Janitor, but I can also see hanging on to a couple bucks. We'll grab one Janitor. I'll give you extra healing, get rid of some debuffs. Everybody's in that. Doesn't have to be anywhere. Flight deck is touching the captain. We're good to go. Up against a rust bucket. This is where our ammo problem kicks in. That ship was able to just outlast us with their armor production. It's been unfortunate we ran into Honduran. So this captain and this faction is the first one that you start with. The Valorians. You have to unlock the others over time. They give you an in-game currency. It's not that difficult. It doesn't take that long, but it does take. We need ammo production. I probably need to go ahead and merge these. It cuts down our ammo needs consistently. Significantly is what I meant there. Light deck's just a straight upgrade. Pilot's good to have. No matter where he's pointing. I could take a synthesizer to get ammo. Or roll and try to get an ammo item. You can also use the upgrade box. You know, I should probably do that. And these things aren't perfect, but I need the ammo. Let's take it. That would give us basically all of the energy that we would need for a long time. We want to upgrade this again? Yeah, we do. I think this will keep feeding us well enough. I should go a little different when we're not running out of ammo. We will eventually run out of energy for the railgun, but I can fix that next turn. There, we can beat a rust bucket. The goal is to get to 10 wins before you take 5 losses. One thing I like about this game is you can also keep playing after the 10 wins. See how far you can go. Okay, now we get our upgrade item. And we've got some interesting choices. We can take an ammo crate, which will give us access to ammunition to put into the guns. Gives our guns different effects. Titan core is a weapon. It gives us spikes. This is not a weapon. Sorry, this is the health one. I was thinking of crackling core, which is the Titan core gives you spikes and health. It's really not something I want to play with this faction. This is the faction item for the Renegade Imperium. So anytime you start with Valorians, you get this strike optimizer. That's why there are Valorian items showing up in the shop. If we buy this, we'll start to see the Renegade items show up in the shop, which is cool, but not really what I want to build right now. The drain pump starts adding biological items into the shop. This one can be fun too. Crackling core is this is the one I was thinking of earlier. This is a weapon. If you've got some fast activating stuff, this gives you an opportunity to summon lightning strikes. And the pallet adds cargo items, which can give you interesting upgrades. I'm kind of thinking I want to take the ammo crate. Stack some ammo on these, get some crit. Pew pew pew. But admittedly, I haven't had a lot of success with the Valorians. It seems like you just want to stack crit. Buy some ammo. Okay, we've got a fighter cockpit. Which I'm interested in. Reason to have a pilot. This gives us more ammunition, more speed, more radar. To make it happen, I'd like for the power cell to be touching both guns. I also don't mind getting a blaster cannon now that we've got more energy coming in. This is something else that can potentially crit. Being next to the power cell makes them potentially inflict fire damage, which is good. I think we're starting to get somewhere. Probably will want a thruster on this at some point. Take my free reroll. There's an officer that gives us ammo for every crew member. And starts slowly pumping up the weapons. Down for all of this. There's also a fighter wing. Take a fighter wing. Ew. Lorian's getting the job done. So something interesting about these wings, I didn't learn this, someone in chat told me. You can press the X key to mirror them. So if you want to move them, you can. We'll need to do some pretty significant repositioning for this one. I would like to get guns on it. I think we just move everything down a square. We're mostly good. It still works, and I can fit the officer on this. I should probably put him on my fastest firing weapon, though. I'm pretty sure it's this one, right? Now that's 7, 7, 3. Okay, so the slug cannon is where we want him. I think I need any of this, although we're going to get a core in a minute. I've never actually purchased the Spike Factory. It gives me spikes and armor and plating. It seems like that's designed for a fight that's going to go on for a long time, and that's not really what we're trying to do. So this applies hacking, which is a debuff. And removes their accuracy. Block for this. Because we're going to have to decide on our core next. We'll get a core item, which is kind of like another build around, similar to the ammo crate. I want to see what that is before we make any decisions. I think it's the 4th round where you get it. It might be the 5th. The ship had a drain pump. Okay, it must be the next one where we get the core. An upgrade kit. We could save that and upgrade the core. I don't think... Actually, that's pretty significant. Gives us more ammo and a 23% crit chance, and that's kind of what our faction's about. I'm on board. The first ammo item can give a weapon 25% damage and stun the enemy ship when it hits. I mean, it's pretty great to me. Fueled wing, I don't really need the fuel. Excess fuel gives us a little bit of debuff resistance, which I guess is fine. We can take a barrage turret. I want to get a gunner and put him on something. Upgrading them's not bad. It's just like, if I can put him on something else, that would be better. And right now I kind of can't fit him anywhere. We could rebuild the ship. That spot's still uncovered. There's really not a great way to get him there. The barrage turret does some work. I've got room for it here, and if I buy it, that's something I can put the gunner on. So maybe I just need to do that. Supply crate takes up a lot of space, but it is useful. It gives you energy and ammo. So I think I'm going to buy that and re-roll and see if I can lock that, basically. Space. Circuit board can do some work. I don't want all of these upgrades, but I'm not going to be able to buy them all next turn. And we're going to need to make our core decision, so we're rebuilding everything anyway. Probably take something like Cruiser Core. Let's see where this goes. The barrage turret is just good for delivering a lot of ammo quickly. We got nuked. That means I think I have to get 4 wins to get the 4, so I've still got a ways to go on that. Alright, we may still need to rebuild this turn, though, because I need to not die. I kind of can't fit the circuit board in currently. Decent weapon, too, isn't it? It's an energy weapon. And it gets faster over time. We've got a hellacious crit rate on these things. I have to rebuild, but I do want the... Let's see if we can win this fight before I do it. So we've got Frigate Core. This charges your fighters and gives you health. Scout Core. I don't want that. Cruiser Core. Increases armor gain. Makes your guns better. Destroyer Core. I kind of like this one because it's not giving... It's just giving us health and damage. That's it. And it doesn't make us put our guns in a specific place. This is a good one for us. We do need to rebuild the whole ship, but it's going to be worth it. Step 1 is we're probably down with some forward-facing guns here. We can put wings on the bottom. We can get some guns in there. If I don't put the rail gun there, I can put 3 guns here. All in this wing, which I think is going to be useful. Well, what if we did it this way? It still gives me the 3 guns. It makes them more forward-facing. what I want to do. I've got to choose whether I want them on the wing or in the box. And I think it's better to be in the box. This is 23% crit, and that's 1 firepower. I can get everything in the strike optimizer this way. We can get the 2 fastest firing guns in the power cell, which is useful, although not terribly important. It's giving us firepower on our fastest firing gun. The barrage fire is burst 4. This is burst 4, cooldown 7, cooldown 6. So the gunner can go on this. Or, excuse me, the officer can go on that. Put the flight stuff down here.
Your rebellion ends with me.
You kind of need to fit this into, don't I? If we want it. Plus 1 firepower, that's not necessary. I did have this gun too I wanted to buy. Okay. Gotta rethink this. I'm not going to be able to get it in the box unless I do something like here. Which, like, we can do.
Stay sharp and follow my lead.
That means we put a gunner here, but that's fine. This thing has a relatively quick cooldown, right? Yeah. Do we want to upgrade an officer? Probably do. Still having some energy problems. Need to find a little more space, don't we? I can't quite afford that now, but we can buy it. There's also a swarm launcher. These things are handy. But I don't think I want to move into fuel-based weapons. The energy-based weapons seem to be getting it done. There's not really room for this dude unless I merge another officer. And I think I'd rather do that than not play the janitor for a turn. All right, let's see if we're going anywhere now. Kind of a goofy looking ship. But it blew up D's. Got hard point, which is interesting and potentially useful. Put it up there. It'd still be in the strike optimizer, and it gives me room for another barrage turret, so we're just doing that. Guns are all positioned well. I've got room to buy this spike factory if I want it. It gives me something to do with fuel, but it takes up a ton of space, which is a bit at a premium here. Like, this gives me something to do with fuel too. I'm just not really looking to necessarily burn it. We could upgrade the synthesizer. Get a little bit more ammo. There's a weapons computer. Weapons charging faster is good. We want that. Want to upgrade the flight deck. I wouldn't mind putting a chemist on this, like that ups the fire rate too. I don't think it's necessary. This would be kind of cool too. It gives us some speed. It might necessitate another rebuild. I don't feel like locking for it. I definitely want the weapons. They got the big gun on this shit. Too big a gun. Right, we've got another shot at the swarmer missiles. I could make that work. Just go right here. Put an extra hole, put our buddy here. Need a tiny bit of space, and I can get this dude in there. Because this needs to be touching the guns. This gets everything in there except for the crit. Boxes on it. This looks pretty good to me. We're down on... We need some resource collection. And we do have a janitor running the weapons computer, which is like, you know, what it is. Wouldn't mind getting an officer on something too. I just don't have enough gold. Need more money. There's lifelink rounds. I would like lifelink rounds. I would like a discount pilot. I think we can get our 10 wins here, but it's a little dicey. Don't have a whole lot of defense going on this ship. It's kind of just a gun platform. And there's the ultimate gun. But I don't think we have room for it. Move our flight decks back here.
Stay sharp and follow my lead.
Lifelink in. This was one of the faster shooters. Yeah. It's not a high damage one, but it means we'd be getting a lot of instances of lifelink. It's our highest damage weapon. 6, 9. We've got the stunner rounds in it. Let's swap those. This in the fastest firing, which is here. There's a little bit of plating. And it's cheap plating. I think we just buy that and add a tiny bit of defense to this ship. Discount magnetic rounds I'm interested in. I need to go in another heavy hitter. That's going to be the swarmer missiles. They can take a lot of ammo too, so splitter rounds are really good. So is an upgrade for this, so is a thruster. I want all of this. Keep me going. Get smashed. Tractor beam too. So this steals buffs from your opponents and slows them down, which is going to make them easier to hit. With the ion drive, we can cloak. So we definitely want an ion drive. I definitely want the weapons computer upgraded. Definitely want the splitter rounds. Kind of would buy a tractor beam. I just don't really have the ability to do it this turn. Which cruncher is this? Get you a random item of higher rarity. Pick a random item of higher rarity. Just feed it that and get a rare item. Crappy rare item for us. Let's feed it that. Nom nom nom. We got a nuke. Don't really want a nuke. The ship was not built to optimize a nuke. Right, I'm going to feed it that next turn and get a unique item. We'll at least get another turn because we've got one life left. I feel like you need to get a nuke a lot earlier. I'm not even sure I can fire one. All right, let's hope it's something good because this is our last life. We got a mega bomb. Don't want a mega bomb. Got an asteroid gemstone. Placed on ship. Every second, gain an armor. Item activates 50% chance to hurl an asteroid at them. Never seen that. It's kind of neat. And some armor, I guess. Oh. Hurting a little bit. It's cool. I don't know that it's good. Pilots give us more lifelink. Officers make the guns fire faster. Don't feel like we're going to be able to make it. I'm going to buy us some more hit points and cross my fingers. I feel like we're probably dead, but maybe we get a good matchup. Did not get a good matchup. Unfortunate, but acceptable. Sometimes fun is defeat. Which faction do you usually play, Pappy? Let's try again. Good morning, Workish. So the first faction you start with is the Valorians, an Admiral Thorn sharpshooter. So we're going to start here and do a run with him. You can use in-game currency to unlock General Gribben, who is far superior, and Crag the Steel Forger, who's just a lot harder to play. But let's start here and see if I can get the hang of this. This is still not my best faction. I like the Mortar Master a lot more. One of the most important things you do when you start is pick your ship. We're going to do that. So this faction is all about getting critical hits. He gives your projectiles lifelink when they crit, 20% lifelink when they crit. This makes things crit. I think this makes things crit too, doesn't it? No, it just gives you ammo. If you can stick a remember behind it. Down with that. Supply crate's a good source of basically tons of resources. Railgun can do some pew pew pewing.
Your rebellion ends with me.
Kind of a goofy looking ship, but we'll take it. Do I need a space janitor? We're kind of full up on space. I think I want to lock the space into a reroll and see if there's anything else I definitely want to save. How do these things upgrade? Having 2 looks like it's better than having 1. And I kind of want this shop. Because radar gives us crit chance too. I want to stack the radar. I need somebody else to get behind the thing. I want to upgrade the railgun. Well, maybe I don't need to worry about upgrading the railgun. Maybe this is a good enough shop. Let's see how our first battle goes. We're having slight energy problems. We're up against Gribben, who's just far superior captain. His missile was too slow. I need the space. Like this touching both of those, we need the energy. The next most important thing for me is the other flight deck and somebody to pilot it. I can actually afford everything I wanted. It's just straight up double, so I don't need to take up extra space with them. It's kind of a dumb looking ship. Weird square. Take it. Now I need to kind of start thinking about what we're going to upgrade and what we're not going to upgrade. There's a fuel pump, which gives us fuel and charges things faster. This would allow us to get thrusters, get some evasion. There's another weapon that fires off of energy. It's not very good. I don't think I'm going to buy it. We upgrade the slug cannon. Like, do we think this is going to stay on the ship forever? I don't. I think I'd rather wait until we get decent weapons. I don't need to run level 1 weapons forever. Up against a rust bucket. Does it bother you when you build a ship and it looks weird? I still try to make them look cool when I can, but sometimes you just gotta have a goofy looking ship. All right, it's time for our faction item. We can take a drill and get access to gemstones, which can do some very interesting things. Don't think I want a drain pump. This is kind of a way to deal damage without weapons. I don't think I want a shipping pallet, although some of them are cool too. We could do ammo, but I'm not sure ammo is the best way to go with this faction. I mean, there's a lot of damage if we want it. And this would give us access to rust bucket weapons, Honduran weapons. I don't think I want those either. I'm going to try the drill. I'm going to try the drill and see where that takes us. So we're getting some gems now. We can put these in our ships or in items in our ships. Drill fires very quickly. I do need to get it in range. No, it's already in range of it. Cool. We can just slap a fuel pump on it. We want to upgrade this. I'm trying to decide which of these I want and how I'm going to fit a fuel tank on the ship, because we'll eventually want that too. So this gives us heat, which is good, and radiation, which is not so great. But the idea is, we got janitors to clean that crap up. Cleanses rust, or gives us armor. Gems don't seem great. I think I'm just going to buy the space for now, because like we're going to need it. The drill does activate relatively quickly, but I don't think I need any of that. Like another pump. I want a thruster. It can be a rocket thruster. It can be an ion thruster. All right, what kind of crunch is this? It's a mineral extractor. That's okay. You know, I haven't used the Spike Factory before, and maybe I should give this a chance. It doesn't solve my thruster problems.
The Federation's law is clear. Your rebellion ends with me.
What do I want to put the fuel pump on? Maybe the supply crate? We are starting to have some ammo problems. This looks okay. And we do have a little bit of defense now. I've never used this item. There's a thruster. We do want a thruster, for sure. I think we get our core. It's either this round or the next one. I feel like that ship was better constructed than ours, so I'm happy we got away from that. Okay, it's next round we get our core. Oh, there's a transporter pad? This is interesting. There's an ion rifle, which I think is a weapon we are very interested in. This thing starts to fire quite quickly. So it's good for using gems, ammo, things of that nature. Let's buy some space here and slap it up there. I don't quite have enough crew members for that to be doing anything for me now. Let's still hits everybody here, so I could put a fuel pump on this. The more energy. A lot of fuel pumps. We want every cockpit we can get. I don't think I need a fighter wing. All right, our core selection, I'm pretty sure, is up next. We're running out of energy. That's okay, we can get some energy production. Still no core for... Okay, I thought that was coming up next. All right, supply crate. Ammo is now going. We could put a chemist on the ion rifle to make it pew faster. Don't hate that. Buy some more space. Definitely want the flight deck. I'm gonna need the space next turn, so I may as well take it. And it's not like the spikes are bad. But that's an interesting weapon. Can sell the slug cannon for 2 and sell this for 3. So there's 5, 6. We're not getting it now. I think I want an officer too, right? Yeah, it gives us more life link. All right, I'll take the autocannon array. Let's give this a go. I think we sell out of these two and then make our main weapons the drill, the autocannon array, and the ion rifle, and see if we can buff the snot out of them. That means I might could go for a fighter core. And we've got some okay evasion going on too. What would we think of that? We take the fighter core and we upgrade everything. I think I want to try it. We're obviously going to have to rebuild literally everything now, but let's just make that happen. Goes here and here. Oh, I need the core in first before I start messing with the grid. Duh. Easiest way to do this. This is a little bit tedious, but I need the fighter core there. Where's the fighter core actually going to go? Okay. The autocannon can fit. Has to go here, doesn't it? And this one's hard to fit in with its core. Move it back. That works. That works. We were going to keep the drill. Gonna need some help getting a piece here. That's not that hard to find. You need to enable the cores. Can't hit everything with strike optimizer that way. That there's a way to do that. The way that these line up, I don't think I can. We want to stack everything we can on this autocannon array. We can merge all our items now. There's no downside to doing so because of the core we've selected. Need to get a weapon down there so the spiked hull can't go there. We will eventually get a weapon down there. All right. I don't think we're keeping the rail gun.
Stay sharp and follow my lead.
Somebody to fly this thing. The janitors are for. Got a pilot. You can kind of go anywhere. I guess a little better to have you there. This is the one that potentially gives us armor. That's not bad. Okay, this is pretty useful because it lets us fit the other weapon we need on the ship. So I can run the railgun for a few turns while we're looking for something better. I don't want the slug cannon. Selling it now doesn't really... Fine. Got a little bit of an ammo problem here. And an energy problem. If I sell this now, I can just upgrade the flight deck. I think I'm down for this. The autocannon should, in theory, carry us. That's kind of the whole point of it. The one that can gain us fuel as it connects. One can inflict poison on the enemy ship. Not opposed to that either. Drop another chemist on this for now. Speed the thing up. It's probably worth the 3 gold. Gives me gems. This is something we can stack on the autocannon array. We're gonna... There's more energy, which I don't super need. Like, more energy does make our weapons charge faster, so it's not bad to have. Kind of wanted to get another weapon to put there. I think I'm going to get another flight deck too, so we can get even more radar. Still don't have a great weapon to drop here, but don't really need one. Continue tricking this thing out. This might be our opportunity to get 10 wins with this faction. Because that autocannon array is pretty Rexy. There's a weapons computer, which is another way we can stack damage on the weapon array. That'll do it. It adds in lifelink, 10% projectile lifelink, which is handy. It adds in another radar, which we want. It adds in firepower, which is 6% damage to the thing. Like, we're kind of building one main gun here, but it's a good gun. This basically starts us cloaked, which I'm down for. We could try to cram a rocket thruster on this thing, too. It's going to burn through our fuel pretty quickly. But I can fit it on here. And And it's cheap. Even buy a tiny bit of plating. But I'm gonna roll and see if there's anything in the shop that's a little better for us. So this bro charges our pilots and gives us more lifelink. I think we want that. We're gonna have to do some interesting positioning to get him to work, but we can do that. Really need a fueled wing. Can take that and staple it here so that when we do finally find a weapon, we've got something going. It's nice. We start the battle slow. Okay, I'm glad I bought the poison gemstones because that's what won us that battle. We need one more win and we got there. This would be an acceptable weapon to put in that last slot. Downside is it's gonna chew through our ammo. Chew through our ammo. But I think we gotta let it go, even though I'd like to have it. Definitely upgrading this. I'm definitely buying this dude. Just how can I hit most of my pilots with it? I may need to let it go and accept that I can't. Well, we could move this down here. Not quite what I meant. Thank you. A little bit better anyway. That is letting me charge my dudes faster. Problem is that I still need this guy here. Unless... No, I still need this guy here. Unless... There, now we're getting some use out of the thing. I have room for a tractor beam? I don't have the energy for a tractor beam. Gemstones, we don't really need gemstones. I could use another janitor, but I think we may have it. This looks good enough to me to get the 10 wins. Just because of that auto cannon race for the stack. They've got one too. We're just inflicting massive poison on them. There we go. There's 10 wins with your first faction. There's a lot of different ways to do it and a lot of different things you can focus on, but I was pretty happy with that one. For what Pappy was asking about, you have to click on experimental grid size over here and it adds in the cores. And I think adds a lot to the game. It's a new feature, but yeah, give this a click. And if you want to check this game out, it is a free demo on Steam. The first 3 captains are available. You start with this dude unlocked, which is why I kind of wanted to showcase him first. But then over time, you'll be able to unlock the other 2. And they have a very different play style. So check it out. Well, excuse me just a moment. All right, I'll be right back. We'll do another run. Good morning, Dharmist. All right. I want to have a little snack before we fire off the next one.
Fire with precision.
I need another drink too. Pardon me. We'll be back gaming shortly. I've been playing this game off stream. Might be hooked. It's also got that challenge of like, I'm enjoying this game partially because it's got that challenge of, do you keep your starting weapons and gear, or do you upgrade them, or do you just replace them? And there's so many different directions you can go. I really like this game. All right, we're going to try a run with my favorite captain, General Gribben, Mortarmaster of the Renegade Imperium. We start out with an ammo stockpile that gives us a split chance. This means there is a 25% chance that our projectiles will split into 2 projectiles. And we start with the big gun, which gives us firepower. The General gives us firepower as well. So you can get a lot of damage backed with this guy pretty quickly. I like him a lot. It's mostly about just building firepower. I do like discount space, so that's good. Go anywhere. I don't really love any of the rest of this. Like, I tend not to really care about defense when I'm playing this character. It's just about how much burst damage can I get out. Barrage turrets are fine. I got a free reroll, I'm going to use it. Fuel pump on the big gun is okay. I don't mind having a flamer. It matches up with the fuel pump. Plating, I just kind of don't care. I don't need it. I'm gonna save my dollars. This is probably good enough to win the first round. That should really be touching the ammo stockpile. That's my bad. Flamer plus fuel pump is pretty hot. See what you did there. There's really no excuse for that not touching up. We've got another fuel pump. We've got a gunner, which gives you another split chance. I like the gunner quite a bit. We're going to put a gunner on the big gun. We can put a fuel pump on the flamer. We could also put a fuel pump on the big gun. Might even be better. I do often go fighter core with this faction too, depending on how many upgrades I have when the chance is offered. Take a little bit more space here because I think realistically I do want to fuel pump this. Just get this thing chonking. Really feel like I need a janitor. Let's re-roll and see what else we got here. Another flight deck's okay. This would let us surround this piece with crew, which is nice. This is more defensive in nature, but the radar helps. It gives us accuracy. So I don't mind having it. There's also a missile if we want something else to do with fuel, but I don't think I need to stress about that just yet. Some more Tetris pieces and have another turn. It's burning up all my energy. I figured we'd lose that one. We've got a lot of space and not a lot of guns, but I haven't seen the good guns this episode. We're gonna wait. Now for this faction, I usually do want the ammo crate. And we've got the ammo crate, so this is a big win. Okay, and we've unlocked weapons computer, lifelink rounds. I think we're getting everything we need here. I'm gonna have to reconfigure it all. Let's just buy the stuff we need first. This is where you can use a janitor or a chemist, so that you can get things in the weapons computer. Don't need quite that much space around it yet. I will, but I don't yet. Lifelink rounds in it. Gunner on it. Boss on it.
Fire with precision.
Light deck going. Kind of need this up here, don't I?
This battlefield belongs to me.
We could stick the flamer here. And that lets the ammo stockpile connect to everything. This works. This piece doesn't need to be jutting out like that. There we go. And that means I don't need the janitor after all. I could put the chemist on the gun and make it fire a little faster. Working, 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 working. Alright. getting hooked on this too, aren't you, Tommy? Need more guns. For better guns. Barrage turret works. Yeah, I feel like it is. Flamer's kind of leftover right now, but that's okay. Don't need all this space. Need additional guns or ammo. I mean, I'm always happy with lifelink rounds. Low caliber rounds are pretty great to just speeding everything up. I'm just going to stack them here for now. We probably lose one more fight, which sucks, but if we can get Mosquito Bay for just a few more guns, I think we're in shape. I might beat this ship. We don't have a whole lot going on. Alright, we've got an upgrade kit. We can save that and upgrade our fighter core potentially. I think I like that plan. We'll upgrade here. I'll take the supply crate. We'll hold this for a turn. We should get cores soon. More low caliber rounds. What's this one? Incendiary rounds? Those are not bad. I don't think we're keeping this flamer for very long. Haven't seen anything better. And oddly enough, I'm probably going to want another autocannon array if we can get one. So this may be a very similar build to the one I did with the Valorians. But winning the video game's good too. Stack that on for now. Let's see if we can win one more. And the ship loaded with ammo does give you more damage. Got decent armor gain. That's a problem for us too. Alright, now everything's fine though. Because I'm going to stack gunners on this gun. It's going to do things. I don't want to upgrade this because I don't plan on keeping it. Still don't want to upgrade it because I still don't plan on keeping it. Take a missile. That's a better use of fuel than the flamer. I can fit it in the weapons computer. can upgrade that because it's gonna get upgraded in a minute anyway. I guess there's no point in not running the flamer anyway. It still sort of does something. I'm gonna run it. It should be in the weapons. A weird looking ship. Just a bunch of junk here I don't need yet. We've got to basically win the next fight and get our core, or I'm gonna lose. Okay, here's our core. We could also try destroyer core. Cruiser core. That gives us armor gain bonuses, which I don't really feel like I'm gonna. This just gives us health and damage. And I haven't been getting the upgrade, so maybe health and damage is exactly what we want. Oh, I know what we want. Okay, let's change this just a little bit. And drop our core here. I think you all know what goes there. And we're going to build around that. That is what we are maxing. I am ready to nuke them. That means the nuke needs to be on a wing. The nuke doesn't need. That's overdoing it a bit. Let's see how exactly we can maximize this. We do still need this on. Include the core if I'm not careful. I need a janitor to run my weapons computer. Well, I don't have that much space. Upping the core is exactly what we're doing. Does need to charge faster. It needs to split a lot.
Let the void echo with our strength.
Let the void echo with our strength. It'd be nice for these to be in the weapons. We can do that pretty easily. Incendiary rounds may as well drop in here because it's really fuel that we need now. Give me fuel, give me fire. Don't need a Giga Drill. Do need another gunner. Can't afford both of them right now. Do make me a tad sad. If I buy the gunner now, he's got to go on this, or I've got to upgrade it, or I've got to figure out a way to reposition this. It's not so bad. I'm not that concerned about the nuke being in the, or the, yeah, the missile being in the weapons computer. clearly better. The nuke needs to be there. This is my chance for nuke revenge. Because I can also just do both. It doesn't quite do it, does it? This does. We're hit here. We're just not splitting. All right, let's see if I've done it. A lifelink rounds in this? Put them in the nuke. What's our accuracy up to on that? 107. It has to work because we don't have any more lives. It seems all right. Don't want to go in on that. Don't think that's my plan. Are these splitter? No, those are low caliber rounds. Those are still useful if we get a torpedo bay. We've been waiting for Janitor to run this thing, so let's run it. Hard point. A little bit of extra space could be useful here. There's room to put one more thing on there. I don't want another reroll. I'm taking it. I can fuel pump the nuke again. Is there anything we just don't need? I mean, frankly, we just don't need this Hull Smasher missile. I can get two gems that could be very useful from it. And heat and fire, that's not super useful. Gain armor, that's also not super useful, but like we can use it. Attacking another fuel pump. That's 4 seconds. Probably our fastest. And just dropping this in here is going to make it a little better. Still want a torpedo bay. I think that's the last thing we're missing. Bob's your uncle. There's our torpedo bay. I just need to find somewhere to put it. Because I need low caliber rounds in my torpedo bay. Now everything charges faster. Everything is better. It's giving me a lot of space. I may as well take it and not have to rebuild. Then we could take our reroll and see if there's anything else we want to stack on this missile. What do you do? Ooh, splitter rounds? Yes, please. Why shoot one nuke when you can shoot multiples? Stunner rounds on a barrage turret? Alright, can't lose. We're good to go. Right, nerd. We've got a Merc. Gives us damage and lifelink. I think we want that. And get her on multiple weapons by putting her here. Move the gunner here. I think the big gun is just here to provide moral support, really. I don't need a ton of energy. I don't need a ton of janitors. How do I feel about a targeting laser? I feel pretty good about a targeting laser. That seems amazing. Get one of those. Is it worth upgrading the core again? Yes. It is. I could upgrade this guy, but it's not really doing anything. I think I'm just going to save the gold, go into the next round, because I think there's going to be a next round. I feel like this is what a nuke ship wants to look like. Then again, it might not be. And again, it might not be. Give me a moment. We'll try again. Quick potty break. Certainly improved backpack battles is a good way to describe this game. I read a Steam review for it that said, this game is backpack battles, but worse. If you hit your head in such a way that you forget backpack battles exist, give it a try. Like, nah. I think it's actually got a lot going for it over backpack battles. All right, we got time for one more run, so we're going to do one more run. Let's see what we can get going.
Earn your keep.
All right, I'm going to give the Steel Forgers a try. This faction is, as you can see from the boss here, he's gaining armor every 8 seconds. They're kind of focused on defense. You've got to find some way to damage the enemy. It doesn't really matter what it is. The items that you'll be buying will generally keep you going defense-wise. This hurls out a small amount of damage when you lose shielding. And this pipe blaster sucks. Hopefully not have that very long. Again, first thing you need to do is chip. Pick the colors that make you happy. I don't mind just buying hit points for this dude. I'm eventually going to want rust mutants. May as well go ahead and grab one. How I'd like something that can help us deal some damage early and survive. It kind of didn't make sense. I'd like something that can help us deal damage so that we can survive the early game. Now, having said that, we've got the opportunity to buy plating here. Which may be just as good. I also kind of want the ore grinder, but I'm going to need some fuel, and there's a generator here. I just start stacking on a ton of rust. So rust is kind of the mechanic for this tribe in that you're dealing yourself damage. You don't really want to do that. So our decision here is, do we want the plating or do we want the flamer? I think I want both. I'm going to take the flamer first. I'm not planning on keeping any of these guns long term. We'll find better ways to deal damage. But this is just so we can survive the first few turns. I found these guys get a little tougher the longer the game goes. So if you can just buy guns and survive the first couple rounds, you're setting yourself up good to win. They're definitely a little harder to play. Now, the other ability you get from this dude is you're buying an upgrade kit every 2 turns. I like to try to save this for the build around items and the cores when you... We're going to look to do that. Plating is very good for this faction. Plating lets you take 5% less damage. And you get shields, which is good. So we definitely want this. That's why we saved it. Spiked hole is a way to deal damage. That means when you get hit, reflecting back damage. I think I'm going to grab that and just staple it here for now. Don't really need any of the rest of this. This is early enough I might want a transporter pad. It starts summoning dudes. It gives you a lot of energy, which I haven't found a wonderful use for on this ship. Usually fuel is what you want more. But this faction can do some cool things with crew. It's either that or take the generator and just accept that we're stacking up rust, but I don't want to do that yet. I'm going to take the transporter pad. See if we can survive another turn. Up against another Tunduran. Barely got us. We did get our core, though. Did we get the good one? We did not. Yeah, we did. We got the Titan core. Okay, cool. We can play. We can play the video game. We upgrade the Titan core. And we're basically good to go now. This is some decent plating. So we are going to take that. We're going to take this to make the armor. And there's one of the crew members we're very interested in, the Rust Shaman. Let's rebuild this ship so that I can make sure that our ore is maximized. There and there. There and up here. It's good for this. Again, weird looking ship. That can't be there. Well, has to be for now.
No grit, no steel.
I can't put it anywhere else, really. I think this is good enough. We, again, need to find a slightly better way to generate damage than this thing. I could really use this space, too. I could also really use a janitor. Okay. Let's grab all of that, and I think we're in business. Can a defensive ship survive in this galaxy? It's gonna be okay. Don't worry, I have plans. And they all involve this tungsten bulwark. Because that's a way to generate kind of ridiculous amounts of armor. It also takes up a ton of space. And I can't afford it right now. But you'll see it's gonna be okay. Get more plating. Get my janitor. Gonna need the space, so let's lock it. Alright, one more turn, we unlock tungsten plating, we win the video game. This build has some problems, the one we're up against. They've got flight decks in the back that aren't doing anything. They're still gonna kill me. That's ridiculous. This game is fantastic, Archeron. It is a demo, but I've been playing this game for about 2 weeks, and I've got nothing but good stuff to say about it. It's a demo in the same way Backpack Battles was a demo for a long time. Short version is, there's Backpack Battles and Bazaar if you want to do an inventory management auto battler where you play against other people. So the choice is, do you want to play one that's themed around shopping, one that's themed around stuff that might be in a schoolgirl's backpack, or one that's themed around spaceships? I know which one I'm about. I just don't have anything that deals damage right now, but I think we can fix that with the bulwark. This is the one that gives me rust nuggets, right? No, it gives me random higher quality items. So this is worth feeding the flamers and the pipe blaster. Like, they just don't do anything anymore. Random ammo. I don't need that. Don't need a torpedo bay. But we're going to keep going. Ah, a rib cage. Yes, we could use this. This would be nice. We'll take it. And the pipe blaster can get chewed up too. And I can still afford this. We got the rusty generator, whether we want it or not. Okay. I do also need an armor smith. We're going to lock that, buy the space. Kind of rebuild this ship. I guess there's no reason taking this out right now. Can't fit the bulwark next to anything that will actually activate it if I do this. And it leaves me not running the plating, the reactive plating. It may be time to let that go. I'm going to have to maximize this bulwark. At least for a turn. Otherwise, I think we're going to die. This might buy us another turn. I need space and I need fuel. Really, do I want this rusty generator? Because if I don't, I can fit a lot more on this ship this turn. And I don't think I do. Yeah, we can rebuild this better once we get a little bit more space. But I'm happy with all of these items for next turn. Oh, the good old days. All right, we got one life to live. It's not looking good. You'll see it's going to be great. Just bear with me. Just not great positioning for this. I need so much space. I would pump realistically. How do I fit this in?
No grit, no steel.
Here. Ugh. Ugh. I really need to get closer to this thing. I need to get more stuff surrounding it. I just can't right now. And I think it's going to kill me. I think this may be it for our lovely rust bucket. Okay, we managed to take that one out. There's hope. Hang in there. We beat the Thunder God. Now it's time to pick a core. I mean, it's going to have to be the frigate core. No, it could be the hauler core. I just have to rebuild the ship again. That's okay. We've also got an old cogwheel, which I want. I don't have room for any of those. the tungsten core is going to have to go here. And it needs to be maximized.
Earn your keep.
This needs to go here, I guess. That's pretty good positioning, actually. I'll take that. Important is it to run this thing? And I'd like to have it. Just need more space. I'm always going to need more space with these guys. I want all of it. I want the armor smith. If I'm willing to upgrade the janitor, which I am, I can buy a little spot, take an armor smith here in the back. We can upgrade the boss.
This steel has seen more battles than you have.
We can upgrade these. It feels weird not to want the cogwheel, so I'm going to lock it. I just have to find space for it. This gives me space. We've got our next turn planned if we survive. I am planning on surviving. I like building a ship that's this defensive because it just ruins the defensive countermeasures on the other side. Like, I'm just not attacking. They're just functionally shooting themselves to death. Upgrade the core to get 3%. Upgrade this to get... Yeah, the core... The tungsten core is better. I definitely need space. I'm gonna need a little bit of fuel now too, so I may as well buy the fuel pump. This is a weird looking ship. But in a way, it's kind of beautiful. I've stumbled upon a mining vessel that seems to want to harvest components. And they're doing enough damage that they may be able to pull it off. That was a close one. Okay, space is good. The pump here is good. I'm trying to decide if I actually want this. I think I don't, because I can't put it there. What does that do? This mostly works. And it gives me some more just like really passive evasion.
This steel has seen more battles than you have.
Without messing up the rest of the ship. It still needs some pieces. This just gives me a higher rarity item. I don't think there's anything I want to crunch right now. But it's always great having the opportunity to crunch, and we finally have space on our ship. I could use a little bit more spaces here and there. That's okay, we'll get them. Is there anything not in that that could be? We can move this dude down and that dude down. Okay, take it. Take some more fighting and armor too. All right, let's party. Rust Bucket ain't doing so bad. Come on, Rust Bucket. Hang in there. You can do this. Just a few more. There we go. Upgrade kit. It's going straight on tungsten core. Would like to get more plating around this if we can find more space. With the kind of space I need. Let's grind this up and see what I can get for it. It needs to be good. Don't have a gold grind. I guess I may as well run it for a turn, but I'm not keeping it. It's gonna fire what, once? Alright. I should have taken my reroll there. I'm going to grind the gun up next turn. Or I'm not going to grind the gun up next turn. It's close. We did gain more armor. Didn't quite get there. All right, y'all. I'm going to call it here. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll do some more streaming. We'll make some more ships. If you haven't tried this out, go play the demo. This demo's been enough that I've been playing it for 2 weeks. I've played this game off stream for fun, which is kind of how I know I'm in trouble. Because I've really, really enjoyed it. And I'd love to bump into some of your ships when we're doing combat. Y'all be cool. I'll see you tomorrow. Adios.